Hello guys, welcome back. So Loki is amped. Before I tell you the story, you guys are under no obligation, okay? Okay. So, somebody created a monster, so thank you. They said that if Loki had an Amazon list, maybe he would get some toys. And I looked at Loki, he's looking at me like, please. And, we'd honestly thought for years of having an Amazon list for the channel. A lot of channels do it. And then instead of coming on and passively aggressively hinting to people you really need stuff, you can just have your Amazon list. So I took Loki to Amazon, and of course he drugged me through the toy aisle, and I feel like his mom because it's like he's running through FAO Schwartz, and he is like a little kid with me. He sees all the biggest, best, flashiest things, and those are the ones he wants. So we made his toy list. So he's all excited. He got Hello Kitty stuff on there, and he got, these foxes on there. And of course, he wants the ones in all fairness, he's been after me for these brands for years. He's like, that one, that one. Honey, there's this one over here. That one! So I put the list together. I'm like, highway robbery, every single one of these toys, just because of the title and the tag different from her. So he has a list, and he put Kinder Eggs on there, and he's running around like a kid in a candy store, and a toy store, and a whatever else store. So he's getting all the stuff put on his list, but the list is private, so you guys are under no obligation. So he had his fun. He got to go shopping. And we had gotten a surprise from Amazon ourselves yesterday. He gets really bored with his toys real fast. That's why I usually watch what I buy him. He appreciates them. He does love them. If somebody would get him a toy, you get him an offering, he does love it, and it's the bestest thing ever. But he has the same reaction to a rock or a twig, just, before you open your wallet. I go, yeah. I'm not trying to deny him toys. If you can get him a toy, get him a toy. Anyhow, like he doesn't have toys behind me. Anyhow. Again, anyhow, where the hell was I going? I don't know, you beat me, not let me have any toys. Yeah, he doesn't have any toys, but, I don't know, I was taking him shopping, he'd be just as happy with Twig. I don't know, I was going somewhere with that, but he is amped and excited, and that's gonna bother me. I will figure it out when I stop the video, but oh yeah, we got our own surprise. He gets bored with stuff, right? So he got bored with the Amazon. I said, okay, buddy, when I cancel it, I know we'll probably have to pay for the whole month because it's like the middle of the month, but you're not watching anything, and we can watch it to the rest of the month, and that's usually when he finds something to watch. He's like, okay. So I go on and I go to cancel it, and they go, all right, and they make it hard to cancel your Amazon Prime. They really do. You have to go through all these screens and everything. And I finally got it canceled, and they said, okay, we'll send you back your $100 some. I'm like, what? I don't remember at any time, guys. I must have really been sick. I don't remember at any time when I signed him back up for a membership for them to say, "Oh yeah, we're signing you up for the whole year." I thought it would be monthly, and he could have it for 2 or 3 months, spend 30, $40, and then I cancel it. No, they charged us for a whole year, and they didn't even tell me when they charged me for the whole year. And I went to check my bank account. They charged me for a whole year, all right. We won't be seeing our money back for that for 3 to 5 business days. So Friday maybe they'll be sending me my money back, and I'm like, son of a. So I'll be getting the money back for that. And I said, look, I know you're disappointed because as soon as we canceled it, he got locked out of the Amazon membership. But I brought it back to YouTube, and he can watch everything he wants, and now I don't want to see it again. It's just like with when he had all that access to Amazon, he didn't want it. Having him on YouTube, he can watch Hello Kitty, he can watch Cinnamon Roll, he can watch Transformers, he can watch whatever he wants. We can watch scary movies, funny movies, romantic movies, any genre out there, and but it's just like all the hundreds and hundreds of games we have. Hey buddy, you want to play a game? Boy, that game! And it's like a game that came out that's like $70. No, Loki. That game! No, Loki, but I want that game. I want that game. Usually I'm lucky. He knows I'm not fast at action games, so that spares us the $75 titles usually. But you notice I bring you budget titles. I bring you something I can afford that I bum for 49 cents. There are a lot nicer titles out there in, like, say, the adult genre or something, but, they're like 30, 40, $50. Maybe once a year I buy a better title and, then we play that. But, it's usually I'm bringing budget titles, and if he really got to shop the way he wants to shop with me, I said, "Hey, if we ever win the lottery, we're never going to shop in the sales bin again unless it's for funsies." I said, "I will buy you all the top shelf games." So he's getting excited. I said, "You work on that lottery win. You work on the inheritance from someone I never met that died of natural causes and left me millions of dollars." I said, "You work on all these schemes," because somebody recently talked about him being, like a god of fate. They're really tenuous kind of associations we make, guys. If you want to see him as a god of fate or a god of weaving your destiny, you can totally do that. But if you also wanted to see him as a god of McDonald's Playland, that would be just as legitimate. I got, yeah. So, you see him whatever you want. And he's amped right now. And we're working, on letting go of my worries, because I woke up this morning and for 1 second I felt like absolutely wonderful. And then all my worries came back to see me, so I have to let go of my worries for the day and play with Loki all day, which means no news. And I forgot, and I went on Bing and I looked at the news, and I'm like, God damn it. So he's like, yeah, that's my reaction too. Neither one of us likes the news anymore. I liked when it was boring and they had time to tell you about a kitten that got stuck in a tree. They really would report stuff like it's on the news because they had nothing better to talk about. There was a kitten stuck in a tree. It was so dramatic, and all the people came and they called the thing, and they wouldn't come, and then some little kid got and now the kitten's on the tree. Here's the kitten. That used to be legitimate news. Now it's so yeah, I miss when kittens got stuck in trees and somebody found a puppy in a sewer. I miss news stuff like that. So we have like a lot of animal stuff. And we've been watching Hello Kitty, okay? I swear they started doing drugs, the people that make Hello Kitty, because all the episodes I'd ever seen were fairly normal and I have Hello Kitty stuff. And then I'm watching this list somebody had managed to put together. I don't know how they managed to put it together because you can't make a children's list. It must be an older list, I guess. And there's a way around that, by the way. If you see something you like on a children's thing and it won't let you make it onto a list, just have a Pinterest list and put all the videos you like on there. So showing you ways around everything. But if you have Loki and he has 10 children's videos or something he loves with you, he doesn't do this with everybody. I got the kid. But if he's doing that, if it's something that you're not allowed to put on a list for whatever reason, whether it's, I think you can do mature content, but let's say they change the rules again, that's what you do. Put it on Pinterest and, you'll be fine. You can't put mature content on Pinterest, but you can certainly put kid stuff. So we put a few of those videos over on Pinterest for him, but those videos are so damn weird. Have you ever gone back and watched a show from your childhood and wondered if they did heavy drugs while they were doing it? They're just so surreal. I never realized how much, as a little kid, you watch Hello Kitty and she lives in the land of her imagination. As an adult, you're watching this child talk to talking spoons and forks and wondering if there's something not quite right with that girl. I'm watching it and I'm like, why the hell is a fork and a spoon doing a song and dance number? I don't remember this show being this damn weird. Like, the furniture starts to talk. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse, but with Hello Kitty. Stuff talks, and I remember it being a fantasy, but I never remember the show being this damn weird. And they go in the balloon and they fly in the balloon, and I'm like, there's probably got to be a creepypasta for this show. There has to be. And they go on these adventures, and it's just weird. What really freaked me the fuck out was I remember classic Hello Kitty. She didn't have a mouth because she spoke from her heart. And you know that if you've ever watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. She's talking. I'm like, when the fuck did she start to talk? She doesn't talk. And they're like, I know, because it was always like pantomime. And now she's like talking and she don't shut up. And she's rude and she rushes into stuff. And she's a slob. I know it's for kids to learn how to be good. She never learns a damn thing, this child. And I'm like watching it like, I never remember her being this rude and obnoxious and, just running around doing whatever she wants. And there was this tentacle monster. I swear to Christ, there was this tentacle. No, no, wait. No, that was Cinnamon Roll. He had me on the Cinnamon Roll. Cinnamon Roll had the tentacle monster, but it's the same damn producers. And I'm watching this stuff and I'm like, there's really not much difference between hentai and the shit they put out for kids. This is damn strange. Really, there is really not. I'm like, I'm watching it like, what the fuck drugs do these people do when they make these shows? So Loki was enjoying the living shit out of it because, you look at like a still image or you look at like a kid's backpack or something, you think this stuff is like all innocent and that. And you start to watch it and you're like, you feel like you've done drugs because these episodes are so weird, man. So we've been watching Hello Kitty, and I'm sure it strikes just the right chord with, YouTube that I'm running an adult channel playing adult games, and then all of a sudden I'm over here watching Hello Kitty, and I'm like, it's a Lokean channel, get used to it. Um, you know, um, that happened. That happened. So I'm sure YouTube's gonna be like, are you okay, man? Like if you've ever put like a list on to listen to, and you go away, and all of a sudden your list stops, and they're like, you okay? You still listening? You okay? At least YouTube cares about us. So yeah, he has, to recap, he has his list on Amazon. If somebody asks for it, I will give it to you. You are under no obligation to buy him a toy. I am going to warn you. I try to coax him into like $5 toys or something, and he's like a child. He's not in a mood right now. If we were checking out and he saw a $5 add-on item, then he would grab it. But yeah, he likes his stuff. At least he didn't see a Furby. I took him to look at the electronics and that. And you guys are under no obligation. I told him, I said, okay, we'll do this, and if we ever need something for the channel, we'll add it on instead of passively aggressively going, guys, we could really use a camera. Hey guys, we could really use a camera. Look at this camera. We could use a camera. Instead of doing that, we'll just have the Amazon list. So, we hope you guys are having a good one. Did I tell you this time? I'm on the 6th day of the medication. He's still watching me like a hawk. Luckily, I only have to take it today and then 4 more days after that. I got 10 days. I had been looking around online. I know you shouldn't. They said it's usually 7 days, but I got 10 days. Plus what she gave me, so I got like 10.5 days. So hopefully that knocks it out. Usually I go through a course of medication and then it doesn't quite work. And then I go back on it again. I am hoping this knocks it out. It seems to have knocked it out. I seem to be fine. Still doing all the fun treatment stuff. But yeah, he's bouncing around. He's full of beans. It's raining, so we have all the lights on, so he's excited. I swear he's light activated. He's running around like he's crazy now because we have all the lights on. And I'm watching every penny and I don't put the lights on, but he wants the lights on today. And I'm like, you know what? It's Diwali. Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah. We were supposed to do that yesterday too, and of course Loki had been really sure he had needed meat. So long story short, we ended up with meat dishes. So we really didn't do anything. So we did Loki's version of something of a light festival. We lit one of his precious candles. I mean it because we got like 6 left on on um on his altar, and he has that burning on his altar, and then he will have that until that's done. And I had done it for a prayer thing yesterday too, just to do the healing. Because you can do, like, if you're just coming in, you don't have to call it a prayer candle or anything. If you think it's makes you uncomfortable, you can call it like a candle, like for witchcraft or whatever. But you can still light a candle to your god, and you can still say, hey, to Loki, and say, hey, I would like this. And the candle is your sacrifice. It's your literal sacrifice. Battery operated, works just as well. So does any sacrifice. If you're turning lights on in a room, that's a sacrifice. Somebody's paying for that somewhere. So, anything you do for the gods, even any good deeds you do, those are sacrifices too. So you can do whatever you want, and usually the gods are grateful. There was a story he liked, and he's whining now that we don't have the Amazon. Now I wish we had kept it, but um, there's a story about Ganesh, and there's the god of wealth. I'm sorry, I don't know all the names. And the god of wealth wants to impress his parents and get a blessing from them. So he does all this expensive stuff and he invites the parents and he's like, oh, I'm going to get the blessing from them. And, Shiva and everybody's going to give him a blessing. Well, Ganesh shows up by himself and he says, I'm sorry, my parents couldn't come. And he's like, oh, no, no, this is good. This is good. And he thinks, oh, well, great, because at the time he's like a little kid. He's like, I'm going to smoke this. I'm going to impress this little kid and I'm going to get all the blessings I want. Ganesh, being Ganesh, starts to eat all of his food. And my favorite version is not only does Ganesh eat all the food in the town, but he eats all the gold, and then he chasing the god around trying to eat him, and the god's running around screaming and begging for his life, and he's shouting to Shiva, saying, and trying to run away, and he hides, and he's praying to Shiva. He's like, I'm so sorry. I thought I could buy your blessing. I'm so sorry. And he's like, you can't apologize to me. You better go apologize to Ganesh. And Ganesh is still trying to find him to eat him. He has to apologize to Ganesh. And Ganesh says, I did this to teach you a lesson. You can't buy a god's love. You can't. He said, I would have been just as happy with one piece of fruit if you had offered it with a good heart. He said, that's all that he had to give him or his parents. You just have to give like one offering. A cup of water. If you can't even do a cup of water, offer your love, offer your best intentions. That will bring you just as much blessing as taking Loki to the toy store, taking him to FAO Schwartz and going, you know what, baby, we just won the lottery. I'm buying you the entire store. It'll get you just as much blessing. There's a thing in Voodoo as well about, not Voodoo, Centauri, I'm sorry, about Ogu, they have like these cauldrons, and people will think the bigger the cauldron, the bigger the blessing. And, Ogu will be in possession, he'll be watching people, and try not to laugh because these people can't even carry these cauldrons. They take 5 or 6 people to drag this cauldron in. These are expensive ass cauldrons. Have you ever seen what a tiny one costs? Um, He'll be kind of laughing because the size of the cauldron is not the size of the blessing. I wish the gods work like that, yeah, because then we could all go out and buy like X, Y, and Z and get X, Y, and Z back. They don't work like that. They do not. I know it feels like it does, and I know there's a lot of stuff bullshit in a box out there about if you get a god gold or you get them something else, they'll get you all this other stuff. They won't. They won't. Loki has toys that he either inherited from me or we were running the other channel. All the toys up there are from running the other channel. Memphis the monkey, we were actually given the spider I had. A lot of the other stuff, it's either we bought it for the channels or he got the cats with me in mind, but somehow they became Loki's cats. So he's got Princess over there and he's got all of his Furbies and he's got the ones he kept because he and his brother Pearl are opposites. Odin would take all the toys in this house, throw them into a bonfire and be done with them. Loki decorates. We had to finally agree that Loki gets to decorate. Odin only gets to say, hey, you have to move that because I'm spitting on myself. That's graceful. Because you are. 1 second, please, guys. Okay, look, Odin only gets to say move stuff because you have company coming over or you're trying to cook, damn it, and you don't even have room to cook. And then, yeah, that's fine. We'll clear a space for that. But quite honestly, I don't get out much to shop for stuff. I get my groceries delivered to the house and it's all pre-made stuff. So, there's really no need for huge amounts of prep stuff. So, it's all good. He got his toy list. He is happy about that and he's whining. I said, look, if they give us that, that supposed stimulus check, which we're never going to see, they have more excuses about that than anything. I said, if they would give us that and then, some back checks, because I think they owe us some fucking money. It's our money, by the way. It's your money that the government's spending. I said, yeah, if they would give us a couple damn nice checks, you could have your Amazon and I will buy you the whole damn wish list on your own, on our own. I felt little ears go pink. Yeah, if we get like 2 checks worth, that's like $2,400, right? Yeah, he can have his own damn wish list. I will buy it for him. I am saying that in front of the universe. You are all my witnesses. So if we get 2,400 back, and we won't, but if we got 2,400 back, he would get every item on his wish list. I thought, bing. So yeah, and there's like, I'm like, ugh, there's like a special limited edition Hello Kitty and everything else on that list. And I felt so bad. I said, baby, we can't take advantage of people. And but I like that one. He does. He's been after me for years for some of these labels, like Lambs and Ivy and stuff like that. They're to me they're expensive. It's like 24 or like something like that for a little plushie. And I know if you bought a Hello Kitty or a Pokemon, they're the same price. But I'm like, but he has his list. He has his Amazon list. So he has about 7 or 8 items on that. Some items are cheaper. I try to talk him into stuff. I said, Loki, maybe somebody wants to get you something and they don't have $24. How about a $5 item, baby? So I'm trying to talk him into the list will probably grow to items that are like say $1 or so. It's hard to find them on Amazon, but I'm trying to talk him into some cheaper items too, guys. So he has a good heart. His head sometimes is delightfully fuzzy, but he has a good heart. He means well. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.